really tickled me in the right way. Like, this is new. It's not new. It's two things put together, but God damn it, it's new. Darby Allin doing the skateboard drop off the top of the ladder through the other ladder. Supposed to be on Frankie Kazarian, but he moved. That was a beautiful spot. Joey Janela standing in for oh my God, help me out here.
Joey took the spot of the injured. Who got injured?
Ray Phoenix.
For Ray Phoenix.
Sorry.
Thank you.
There you go. Sorry, like I said, my mind has not been on.
You even brought him up as somebody. You're like, this has all the exciting guys in there, and you're like, what about Joey Janela? And it's like, oh shit, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I'm glad Havoc was there with Sabian, so he got to have his spots in the match. I loved his white suit with the blood speckles. He looks like he's getting fat, but I guess I don't care. He's great. Yeah, the way the no disqualification played in, so people had teammates coming and helping. It was a beautiful car wreck in the best way possible. And this is a magic we haven't seen in a WWE ladder match in quite a while.
I would agree, and then I do just have a couple.
I was super stoked to see Brian Cage was the TBA pick because I knew I was winning as soon as he
knew
came
you.
up.
Oh, I did too, and that's going to bring me into my couple bones of contention here. Brian Cage, I'm not a huge Brian Cage fan. I think he's overhyped, but he's good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he's good physically. But I think that not only does he lack personality, which there you add Taz to him, that helps. I think he just always has a hard time actually telling a story in the ring or being the ring psychology. Something about his ring psychology just always seems to be missing for me. And this goes back to Lucha Underground and TNA and like everywhere he's just been short of a miss for me. So maybe here in AEW and maybe adding Taz. Maybe he'll win me over here. I definitely was not happy to see with all the talent that was in here. The first night in Brian Cage won a championship match. It goes against everything that AEW had spouted from the beginning where wins and losses matter and everything.
He was nobody the should wild card, though.
That's true, but nobody should come in with one match.
I understand that.
And go for the title.
That too.
Also, Darby Allin, as you mentioned, the skateboard spot, I thought was just super awesome. But, again, if I'm looking at ring psychology, it was super stupid because then he was out until about the very end of the match, and he really got nothing else in after that, which saddened me because he was up there and the people that I really wanted to see in this match doing some shit. And it's like he blew it. It's basically a freshman blowing their load right away.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you could have went all night and had a fucking marathon. But it's like, no.
He did it onto the pile of rubble that was on top of Brian Cage after everybody beat him down.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I forgot. I honestly thought that was going to be their way of not letting Brian Cage win.
I thought so for a bit too, and then he stayed under there for a long time. I'm like, he's getting up.
Yeah, he hulked out of that shit.
And I really love the Orange Cassidy riding Brian Cage up the ladder to try to get the win. That was a brilliant way for him to go about that.
I did like that. That was fun. Orange Cassidy, he's good in small spurts for me personally. I've said that so often, and I haven't seen him for so long. And the way he did his gimmick in this match, I really enjoyed it. Actually, everybody. I think Colt Cabana, I guess I can say I don't remember a single thing with him, so he didn't really stand out to me, but he'd probably be the only one that
Colt
really
Cabana's just there to pop up in the back of being the elite and piss Kenny Omega off. That's his thing.
Oh, yeah.
He just shows up in Kenny Omega's scenes and pisses him
off. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy that.
We know Colt does the comedy shit really well, too. So.
Oh, he does. No, he does for sure. He's great at that. The other thing was with Joey Janela in that match. See, I don't know the storyline between Sabin and Penelope Ford, but Penelope Ford and Joey Janela I think they're married. If they're not married, they've been together for years and years and years in real life. So
I thought it was like straight shoot that she broke up with, or they broke up and she wound up with Kip.
I guess I haven't heard that. that's possible. I didn't know anything about her and Kip Sabian being together at all.
I actually kind of attributed to the part of the reason why Joey went to wrestle more on indies for a while there. He needed to heal from it. That's kind of what it felt like to me.
Could be. Either way, let's just pretend like I didn't know that because I haven't, because I didn't, if that is the case. When Cage was powerbombing Ford onto, I think it was either Havoc or Sabian. I think it might have been Sabian, but I'm just sitting there thinking like Joey Janela is right over there. Boy, you better make sure you fucking powerbomb her so safe, or he is giving you some stiff potatoes in this match, motherfucker. That's all I could think of.
Joey Janela was the perfect replacement for.
Hands down. Hands down. And and by the way, I am happy to see Taz working as a manager, whether it's with Brian Cage or whoever it is. I thought he's done great. I know I really enjoyed him at Aces and Eights. I enjoyed him when he was the manager of Samoa Joe in TNA. And I keep thinking he was a manager in WWE at one point, but I have not been able to rack my brain to think of who he managed. But even if not, I've really enjoyed Taz as a manager. He's small enough that he doesn't overshadow the performer. He's got the literal knowledge to where it's believable, and he's an amazing mouthpiece. Yes. So I'm all for Taz being a manager of anybody.
I mean, AEW has a lot of managers, but I don't think I hate that either.
I would say most. I wouldn't say most. I would say WWE is super lacking managers. So, yeah, I'm okay with it. I like having managers, for sure.
Yeah, it adds that air of what could happen at the ringside that you really can't get unless you're in a tag team match. Such a good match. We could probably talk about this longer than the rest of the show, other than the, last couple of matches were really fucking good, in my opinion, but not everybody's opinion aligns with that. So we'll move right on. Next match was MJF defeating Jungle Boy. This was beautiful, fast-paced, cruiserweight style work, and I don't think of MJF as a cruiserweight wrestler, but every time I see a move like that, it's so impressive. They put on an amazing match, and I look forward to seeing this be a rivalry that goes on for quite a long time, years. It could go on their entire career. For all I care, tie these two men together because they do some good shit in the ring.
Yeah?
Yeah. You gonna poop on it now?
A little bit. A little bit. I liked the Poison Rana on the ring side.
Yes.
That was really cool. Poison Ranas are just fun to watch. I'm sorry. They just are.
And JR wasn't. That's the hard part of the ring, so everything else is soft. You forgot a syllable, JR.
Right, hard-est. JR.
AEW.
I've got a note at the end of this, but man, we're just gonna spoiler alert here. JR was again off his fucking game here tonight.
I'm just calling it. That's his gimmick, and
that
I
could
laugh.
be.
It's fun.
The only thing I want to say about this is I think it was great. I think it was fun. I think bad positioning, whoever the agents were or the producers who set this up, you can't put this match after the ladder match. It just doesn't work. You should have put it after Cody Archer or
Spears.
Yeah, any of those. I do want to say, I mean, it was a decent cruiserweight match. I'll say that, but when I compare it to, say, the old WCW cruiserweight matches that used to be on their pay-per-views, or even the 205 live matches in WWE, I felt like this was just subpar compared to them. I just didn't think it was a good match, but I think it belonged on Dynamite or Dark. I don't think it belonged on a pay-per-view, and it definitely didn't belong in this spot. Hurt it more than anything.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's a bad match. I'm just thinking that either A, they could have done it better, or B, it would have looked better placed somewhere else.
Yeah. I agree with you there. There was a little bit of lacking. I like seeing these guys work together. With AEW, I'm so much more willing to forgive mistakes. I don't understand why that is, but I think from what I said at the top of this is that so many of them
are very green to being on live, huge arenas like this. So I mean, obviously they're not in a huge arena now, but they're not used to this live show. They're not used to this spectacle. They're not used to hard cams or even sometimes any cams. You know, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think you're allowed to give them a little leeway for now. For now.
Yeah. Before we go on, I also want to say I do believe that they had enough people at ringside that it really helped. I mean, yeah, it was a bunch of wrestlers and Vicky Guerrero, but like, I think it helped to get into the mood of it more, and you know, it wasn't empty, it wasn't quiet.
I was gonna save that till the end. I was gonna save that until the end, but no, that's fine. We can bring it up now. I liked how they used it. Obviously, WWE liked how they used it because they're doing that moving forward. I didn't understand the Vicky Guerrero thing. Is she part of AEW too?
She. I guess this week I didn't watch because other shit, you know, more important shit. But this week she debuted also on Dynamite.
I don't even have that in the news. Did we talk about her joining before or signing? Or I don't know.
No, but she was there the one time on commentary on Dark.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We did talk about that.
Yeah, and
so
then she's done like some being the elite stuff, and yeah.
It was good that they got. I don't know who they all got in there. Not everybody was wrestlers, or if they were, some of those wrestlers were really acting like fans and oh my fucking god and shit like that. Like they were
select fans because there was people like where WWE announcers would be sitting like on that side.
Yeah.
Where they had face masks on and they were spaced out more.
See, I don't think they were fans. My feeling is they were, well, families, workers, you know. I mean, obviously there's going to be some workers for the venue. There's going to be people that set up the rings and do other things before production. Like I feel like they're probably not fans, but probably, workers, close friends, family, stuff like that. I think I liked it. It helped. It's still noticeable.
Yeah.
Still noticeable, but it helped. I'll go with that. I do want to go back and say I did. I like to give my grades as I go because that's what I do. The casino ladder match I gave an A. This match I gave a B. And you're going to see going forward. Well, I think it deserved it. It was a B. It was just there.
Yeah.
But going forward, you're going to see, outside of this B, I only gave out 2 grades the whole time. And I didn't do that on purpose. When I was going back looking, I was like, wow, this was an AC show all the way down. So get ready for a lot of A's and C's, folks. Yeah. And talking about C's, Pasty.
I actually didn't watch this one, so I'm going to let you talk on it more. I had other shit going on.
We got the AEW TNT Championship Finals. Cody defeated Lance Archer. I think everybody's sitting here saying, why? But that's okay.
I mean, I got a point from it, so I'm not mad.
No. You did good on this pay-per-view. Archer was presented as a dominant force throughout the match. He was kicking out of everything that Cody threw at him. That was good. He looked every bit the monster that they built him up for. But then that goes right into why it's such a curious decision to have him just completely fall apart the moment that Jake the Snake was ejected. So what happened was Arn Anderson came to the ring with Cody. Jake came in with Lance Archer. Mike Tyson sat in the back. And this is, I believe, the 3rd time the fucking cameraman shot somebody in the audience yawning. They gotta fucking... as much shit as I give Kevin Dunn, Kevin Dunn would never, ever have that happen. We've seen Tony Khan do it. I want to say that we've seen it another time, and even if we didn't, we've seen Tony Khan and Mike Tyson yawning. 2 people that shouldn't be fucking yawning during matches. God damn it, that's really... I hate Kevin Dunn, but Kevin Dunn would never allow that. So they need to work on their shit with that. But Tyson was fun. But anyways... So what happened was, of course, both Arn and Jake are getting involved, so the ref throws him out. And as soon as Jake was ejected, it was like Archer just turned into a bitch. It's not as if Archer hasn't competed without Roberts before. He was successful in Impact Wrestling, New Japan Wrestling without anyone's help. And I believe he's done really good in it seems like they built him up strong in AEW.
Yes,
I haven't
yes,
been
they
watching, but so I don't get why he